All right, let's get the show on the road. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the CI Chit Chat. Uh, Good to have you back on this week. Although there's not a whole lot of updates, but that's all right. We'll still dig into it and catch everybody up to speed if you have been out for a couple of weeks. So we're talking CI, carbon intensity. Think of it as the carbon footprint per bushel. It's going into, especially into biofuels. Our carbon footprint is part of the carbon footprint of the products that are being produced with our agricultural products. In this case, we're talking biofuel like ethanol, biodiesel, renewable diesel. And we're talking about it because of the 45Z tax credit. But as we sit here today, government still shut down. Hopefully, they're getting close to getting things open back up. Um, and we'll get some progress made again. But the issue that we are facing is the law, was passed with 45Z being extended, and I'm talking about the big beautiful bill where 45Z was extended, really kind of solidified, and now we're still waiting for the government, particularly Department of Treasury and the Department of Ag, waiting on them to write the rules for the program. And with the mass majority of folks in those departments uh, furloughed right now, there's not a whole lot of progress being made. But we know that they were making tremendous progress before, particularly USDA making progress with updating their carbon calculator, updating their MRV protocol as far as how we should audit and track the data and whatnot. We know that USDA was updating all of that stuff based on what was put out in January and all the feedback that they gathered. They've been updating those documents, and I still am hopeful that we could get them out by the end of the year. But with things being shut down, of course, it's been quiet. As soon as things kick back up again, hopefully we'll get some more details and some more exact insight as to the timing and what we can expect when. But for right now, things shut down, not a whole lot of progress being made. So, but regardless, we know that the intent is there. We know that they are planning on getting 45Z launched, and it's absolutely the intent of this administration to have the feedstock component included, meaning having the carbon, the farmers' practices be included as part of the equation here as part of the program. So we got to be ready for it. We don't know when the details are going to come, but we need to be paying attention, need to be ready. So, a continuum, we've been working on getting ourselves ready regarding, especially updating our MRV protocol with getting our MRV protocol up to date so that as soon as things move forward, we are ready as fast as possible. So, little details on that without sharing all the all the secrets. So Continuum worked with eco engineers. So I think everyone knows this. Continuum worked with eco engineers to build a MRV protocol. An MRV protocol stands for the protocol to measure, report, and verify the claim that we were making, and those claims being field level carbon intensity scores. Right. So our MRV protocol is based on ISO 14064 and 14065, which are the global gold standards uh, for quantifying and verifying greenhouse gas emissions. And we are utilizing those standards because they were explicitly named in previous guidance that has been released for the 40B rules, but also in the draft guidance for 45Z. And there's no reason to believe that they're going to waver from those ISO guidelines being part of the program. So Continuum went ahead and jumped the gun early, obviously now super early as things continue to be delayed. We've been working on this for 3 years, and Continuum had never verified greenhouse gas claims or verified sustainability claims before. We'd always just helped farmers gather the data and then push it over to somebody else where they then verify it. Think SIBO, Nori, Indigo, our projects with Rabobank and Goldman, these guys. We didn't actually perform the audits and the verification. We just assisted the farmers with the data collection and then helped to pass that data on in a fairly clean, cohesive manner and somebody else would verify it. But 45Z came about. We dug into the verification process and stuff. Nobody else is doing these types of verifications. Still nobody that I'm aware of. So we jumped the gun and said, hey, let's go figure it out ourselves. It looks like we can do this. And we developed that MRV protocol with eco engineers, and we did verify 29 million bushels in a test run to prove that we can do this. And now I'm ready to do a billion bushels or more is what I anticipate that we're going to need to put through our protocol ourselves, and collaborating with others in our space as well. But the protocol that we developed for last year's crop, we know that there's a couple of tweaks and a couple adjustments, updates that we need to make. We know that we're going to have to change the protocol based on the incoming guidance from the department, from the USDA, from Treasury. They're going to make some different tweaks. They're going to want things done in a particular manner. So we know that we're going to have to make some edits within our MRV protocol to comply with those details that they want to see. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. At a minimum, we anticipate that there's going to be this updated CI calculator, right? So what we developed, so we know that we're going to have to make some adjustments. But anyway, so we've started that process already, just adjusting some things that we know that we're going to need to adjust based on, our experience and our learning. So trying to get the ball rolling even faster. So point being in all this is farmers that are working with us, as soon as the rules come out and things get going, we're going to be moving real fast to make sure that farmers are in position to capitalize on this thing, but also that the biofuel producers are in position. So we're in conversations with those biofuel producers and want to continue to talk to more that, hey, we can help you gather your farmer data. We can help you get your feedstock CI scores verified, and want to be able to tag team with the ethanol plants to make sure that this is a smooth sailing process and we know how to do it. We can help you do it, and work with your farmers to pull in all that CI data and get it verified so you can monetize it and it can be legit. So not just working directly with the farmers like we've always done, but making sure that we're in position to collaborate with the ethanol plants and their farmers. So investing in this early has been, obviously a big risk, a big lift. We've spent a lot of time and money to ensure that the ag industry is ready for this thing. But I believe it's got us in position now where we can really move very quickly as soon as we get the green light from DC. So I think that'll come. On the farm side, we just got to keep managing our data well. You can use our topsoil software, and we get you in position while at the same time plugging you into as many other programs as we can. Interesting things happening on those lines. Just continuing to find new opportunities for our farmers, utilizing the same data. So interesting things happening. I can't share it yet. I don't know exactly how this is going to shape up, but we're continuing to look for new programs, new opportunities, so that we can help you on the farm, improve profitability, get rewarded based on your practices, get paid and compensated for your data. And we want to help you along the way, put money back in the farmer's pocket. It's what we're all about. So, yeah. And the main one with that for right now is it continues to be the research and development tax credits. If you are wrapping things up on the farm and getting into, things slowing down here for the winter, now is absolutely the time to take a look at research and development tax credits. We have a free downloadable calculator on our website where you can run an estimate as to the potential value that these credits would have on your for your farm. It's a really big deal. I continue to harp on it, but it is a really, really big deal. So it all boils down to, trying to find new opportunities to put dollars back in your pocket. We're going to keep chasing 45Z, but there's other tools out there as well. So I think unless there's other questions, I won't take much of our time here today, and just continuing to make baby steps, keep making progress. Again, if your ethanol plant is starting to talk about this stuff, would love to talk to them. I saw some of the headlines that the folks over at Gevo announced another sale of verified tax credits. So money is moving. Now it's money moving based on their carbon capture, and not necessarily based on low carbon farming practices and like the cover crops and no-till and stuff. Nobody is, there's no claims that you can make based on that right now, but there absolutely are ethanol plants that are monetizing their other decarbonization efforts. So uh, things are starting to happen. Things are money starting to flow. Um, a lot of those conversations continuing to that we're continuing to be a part of. But a couple other things, and we'll let everyone go. We've got a couple different webinars coming up. And we'll continue to do more webinars here over the winter. Would love any thoughts and feedback as to other guests or key people that we should have on. Would love any of that feedback. But I know one of them that's coming up here soon is a webinar with my buddy Johnny Clemmy. He just wrote a book about family farm transition and about preserving the legacy of your family farm, especially a guide for those that are inheriting farm ground or looking at managing the family farm at some point in the future. Really, really good book. It just tells some really good stories, I think, about different scenarios, right? Whether you're looking at inheriting farm ground and keeping it and farming it yourself, or renting it out or whatnot, or inheriting farm ground and selling it, or maybe your future generations, maybe the generations after you. You know, interesting insights for them to be thinking about it, and for us as farmland owners to be thinking about long-term legacy. So yeah, thanks Diana, putting the info there in the chat for that upcoming webinar. It's gonna be really, really good. And yeah, the first 100 registrants are going to get Johnny's book for free, which is super cool and really, really nice thing for Johnny to do. Like I said, I read the book, I thought it was really good. And yeah, the first 100 folks to register, you'll get a free copy of the book sent if you would like one. So absolutely be sure to check that out. November 12th. Thanks, Diana. November 12th webinar at noon Central Time. So get registered for that. I'm sure we'll have some stuff going out in the emails, and everything is on our website. All of our stuff gets recorded, of course, as well. Good content that can be passed along via YouTube or the Topsoil podcast. But other than that, there's a couple other webinars in the works as well that we'll get announcements going on. But trying to the time frame and stuff is a little bit up in the air. Yeah, Paul on November 19th. But all of these things are put an asterisk next to all of them. That my wife and I are going to have our third kid at some point later on this month, is what it looks like. The kid's going to come earlier than anticipated. So throwing a wrench into a couple things. But November 19th, Paul and I are going to talk about R&D tax credits, just preparing for end of the year tax prep and stuff. We've had Paul onto the show multiple times, and just a real good expert from the ag CPA side of things and taxes on the farm. So absolutely be tuning in for those. And other than that, we'll keep you guys posted if there's more updates coming out of DC. Hopefully things happen quick after things get open back up, and we'll rock and roll from there. So anyway, we'll let you guys go. Be safe out there if you're still on the farm, and we'll catch you back here next week on the Chit Chat and on those webinars here as well. Thanks, everyone.